Hello, Mid-Michigan, and welcome to Boys High School Hoops on a Friday night. And, boy, I think we've got the biggest game in the state, arguably, with two highly ranked teams that both have one loss to other highly ranked teams. The playoff atmosphere in the building here at Jackson Lumen Christi High School with our 12-1 Sacred Heart Academy Irish taking on 12-1 Jackson at Lumen Christi. Sacred Heart, number 4 in D4. Jackson Lumen Christi, number 2 in D3. Ooh, baby, this is going to be a good one. And got my main man, Mike Verlager, with me on the call here. You got to see these Sacred Heart Academy boys roll over St. Charles last night. Kind of a good tune-up coming into this one, taking on a really strong Jackson Lumen team.
Great tune-up last night. You know, you're always concerned about going back-to-back with this game originally scheduled on a Saturday, but moving it to a Friday. But I think it was a great tune-up. And, again, these guys are excited for this opportunity to come into this beautiful facility and play another top-ranked team.
Yep, it is the Woods Household pregame show. We're coming to you from the Barberry Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. More love going out to the Bird, All-American Grill, Gates Drilling and Service, Bill's Custom Fab, Clark Modular Homes, Weefrich Financial, Woods Household Appliance, as I mentioned, our pregame show sponsor. Oh, boy, what a great one it is here tonight. When you get this far in the season, Mike, and you got two teams that only have one loss, that just says something amongst itself. But then when you get some of those state rankings, people start to notice you a little bit. No, neither of these teams are going to be able to, quote-unquote, sneak up on each other. They've both been on each other's radar as soon as this game got scheduled earlier this season.
100% right. They've been on each other's map. And, you know, these teams give credit to both of these athletic directors and coaches for scheduling these types of games throughout the season. You know, Sacred Heart, let's be honest, you know, our MSAC conference has some formidable opponents in it, but the opportunity to come in and play teams like this or Maple City Glen Lake is certainly going to benefit you when it comes time for that post-season run.
Yeah, and when you look out here at Jackson Lumen Christi, they've got some size, but nothing like Mr. Jacob Plamondon from Maple City Glen Lake, who's one of the top-ranked players in next year's class. He is 6'6", he had 49 points, but what's amazing is it still took overtime for Maple City Glen Lake to win that game, even with that dominant individual performance. And that's why this one is going to be big here tonight. If you're Jackson Lumen Christi, you know this team's not coming down scared. And then you look at that Maple City Glen Lake team, Jackson Lumen Christi Division III, Maple City, they could see each other down the road.
I think they're gonna collide at some point down the road, those two teams, absolutely.
Yep, and then you look at the starters for our Sacred Heart Academy Irish. If you join me a bunch this year, you probably know it, but all starts the backcourt. Mr. Noah Zion, Brady Davis, Grady Perrette, and Brody Cherry, and then Mr. Jason Bogue down low. You think about these numbers, Noah Zion, 12 points per game, 5 assists per game. Brady Davis, 9 points per game. Bogue, 7 points per game, leads the team in rebounds. Grady Perrette, 10 points, also 5 assists. And then Brody Cherry shooting the lights out, 20 points a game so far for the senior. Who are you going to stop? It's just a pick your poison thing with this Irish team. I'm going to make you put the basketball coach hat on. I know you're more of a football coach, but say you're going into a game with Sacred Heart Academy. Who are you keying on to try and stop defensively?
Right now, you've got to look at Noah Zion, Grady Pratt, but then Brody Cherry. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen anybody have that range of the outside shot. I look at him pull up and do so many special things from, you know, even NBA three-point range, and so effortlessly, and he's so fun to watch. So you really there's several aspects of Sacred Heart that you just got to watch. You really have to watch all of them.
Yeah, and then what's funny is, so we talk about those three. Then you mentioned Brady Davis, 9 points per game. You only play 32 minutes in high school basketball. 9 points per game is pretty formidable as well. Yeah. And Bogue down low as well. You could turn around. Either one of those guys could have 25 points to lead the way, and that's what really makes this team special, and they have a chance to go on a deep playoff run. But they've been, dominating the MSAC the last couple of years. That's why games like this and in an environment like this is so important for that playoff run. We're going to take a break here on the Woods Household pregame show. When we come back, Chris Bachman and Mike Verlager live at Jackson Lumen Christi High School for our game of the week. Top-ranked Sacred Heart Academy, top-ranked Jackson Lumen Christi. More coming up with the Woods Household pregame show right after this.
Let's face it, home appliances are a major investment. So when you shop for appliances, you not only want a quality product, you also want service after the sale. Woods Household has an in-store service department that will repair your appliance in your home right away. So no useless phone calls to a big box store hoping to get some answers. and no waiting for weeks to get a repair on your appliance. Shop the Woods way. We take care of our customers.
Pure sportsmanship is the most important thing in high school sports. When it comes to your home or business, Pure Plumbing just might be the most important thing. If your plumbing isn't pure, don't worry, no one needs to see the other angle. For Pure Plumbing, call 989-644-8928 or visit mipureplumbing.com. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our Woods household, the pregame show. We will continue to get updates from Andy Latham all night long because Sacred Heart Academy has another monster game going on tonight. Pretty much the MSAC Girls Conference on the line tonight with Sacred Heart Academy and St. Charles. After one, the St. Charles girls, Sacred Heart girls lead 11-7 after one. And so a big deal. I think it was St. Charles last 3-4 years, I believe might have even gone undefeated in that MSAC play. It's been the one Achilles heel of the Sacred Heart Academy girls. So they're up 11-7 after one. Big shout out to Andy Latham for giving me those updates. And welcome back here to the Woods House. Also a pregame show. More love going out to J&J Auto, Pleasant Heating and AC, Konowinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, E&S Graphics, and our friends at G&S Mechanical. You can see it across the top banner there. Beal City Sports Boosters Auction happening tomorrow. Doors will open at 6 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus in Beal City. I know Mount Pleasant Sports Boosters Auction's coming up in February. Shigela's coming up. Again, if you got those events coming up, again, I know I'm doing Sacred Heart, promoting Beal City as well because I want to promote all these kids working hard in high school sports. And the Sports Boosters Auction, Shigela, they just do a lot of things to help the Sacred Heart Academy programs, the Beal City programs, the Mount Pleasant programs. A lot of people wonder why we're so successful. And that's because of raising money at things like that, allowing kids to have opportunities to go to camps and different stuff.
Awesome stuff, and you know all of those communities support those athletic programs so well, and that's how you. It's hard to survive without those, and you can see some of those schools out there that don't have that support. That struggle with a lot of the nicer things that we are so fortunate to be able to have.
Yep, and now Shigala is a little bit different thing. If nobody's ever been to that, again, Beale City Sports Boosters auction tomorrow, but obviously covering Sacred Heart tonight. That's going to be coming up in February. That's a little bit more of like a formal kind of fun event, isn't it?
It is, and they change the theme a little bit every year, but it's, you get dress up in your best. You come out, it's a full meal, and a lot of opportunity to get involved in fundraisers and raffles and drawings, but really bid on some very, very nice auction items, things like trips and things like tractors and just some really cool things, but a lot of things too that a lot of the classes and students make too, some very cool memorabilia that you can take home and have that type of history.
Yeah, it's just pretty darn cool. And then so many local people make local things, and local businesses donate cool local items. Some businesses even get an item and they're like, ooh, I'm saving this for the auction next year because they want to raise that money for these local high school sports programs. Just pretty darn special. So that's going on tomorrow at the Knights of Columbus in Beale City. Make sure you go check that out. But we are just about set for tip-off. Biggest game in the state here tonight on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. So excited to make that trek down so you don't have to, or maybe you're in St. Charles rooting on the girls. It is Jackson Lumen Christi, 12-1 at Sacred Heart Academy, 12-1. Got about 2:20 on the pregame clock here. We're going to take about a 3:20 break, so when we come back, could be the middle of the national anthem, could be the middle of starting lineups, but when we come back, we will be ready for the opening tip. Jackson Lumen Christi, Sacred Heart Academy here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Tip-off coming up next.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
Jenna Gates
and Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top-quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, just like our student athletes, they bring it. If you need sand or gravel, they bring it to you with fast service and a great price. For all of your sand and gravel needs, call Central Michigan Sand and Gravel today at 989-382-7089. Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, a proud supporter of our student athletes competing for their schools.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Bryant Family Farms would like to wish everyone good luck on the field and on the court. Bryant Family Farms offers maple syrup, mums, pumpkins, beef, goats, and fresh cut flowers. With you pick, bouquet arrangements, and subscription flowers. Bryant Family Farms, 3.5 miles south of the casino on South Fleeton Road. Visit BryantFF.com or call 989-304-1201. JJ Painting. When you need professional work and exceptional customer service, know that JJ Painting are Mid-Michigan's painting professionals. Residential, commercial, exterior, interior, JJ Painting transforms any space with precision and expert craftsmanship. Call JJ Painting today at 989-577-5555 888-888-5600 or visit JJ Painting on Facebook to schedule an appointment.
Well, thanks to everybody for tuning into that Woods Household pregame show. Chris Bachman, Mike Verlager back with you here high atop the court at Jackson Lumen Christi High School. Starters getting ready to be introduced right now for the Irish. If you've been joining me a bunch this year, you know them: Noah Zion, Brady Davis, Jason Bogue, Grady Perrette, and Mr. Brody Cherry. We will learn the starters of Jackson Lumen Christi together, who is ranked number 2 in Division III. They're 12-1 on the year. One thing that scares me, Mr. Verlager, their last game was their first loss of the year, 88-65 to Riverview Gabriel Richard, but they're ranked number 16 in Division IV, and so, watch out, and then you think, that's a team Sacred Heart Academy could see later this year, and a team that Beale City defeated in the state championship for football.
That's right, and, Lumen Christi, if you know the history of Lumen Christi and the the pride, the history of what this athletic department has put out, football, baseball, basketball, you see them everywhere.
Yep. If you know Jim Conway at all from the last 15, 20 years, I'm sure you heard about a very proud alumni from here. He's probably listening somewhere much warmer than where we are, isn't he?
It was until I saw his Facebook, and it was snowing in Myrtle Beach, and I had to chuckle.
But, yeah, they're just an incredible program. And when you look around and you see the banners and stuff like that, do you know what, Jim, it reminds me of a little bit? Sacred Heart Academy. Because there is banners all over the place, and they've got one side of banners reserved pretty much just for state champions, which is something you got to have a whole lot of if you're going to be able to do something like that. Here we go. Jason Bogue in the middle, along with J.J. Brown. It's J.J. Brown, Cash Collahar, Timmy Crowley, Ashton Callan, and Luke Tropia in the starting lineup. Watch out for number 10, Ashton Callan. He is just a freshman starting for this program, a team that's 12-1. That's very, very impressive. Noah Zion's going to get the ball to start the game. Over to Brady Davis. Handoff there. Now back to Zion. He's going to go around the screen. J.J. Brown switches back onto him. Pratt at the top of the key with it, not a Brady Davis. Davis looks to drive with the left hand, not there, so they retreat it back to half court. Zion has it, thought about pulling the trigger. It's knocked away by Brown using those long arms. Now he's got it into the front court. Goes up with an up and under move. Blocked off the backboard by Bogue. Put back layup is no good. Here comes Sacred Heart to the front court. What a play from Jason Bogue. Brody Cherry on the catch, right in front of the Jackson Lumen Christi bench. Drops it back to Mr. Noah Zion. Zion goes around a screen for Bogue. They switch it, does Lumen Christi. Zion into the middle, now out to Bogue. Bogue spins into the lane, looks to kick it back out to Noah Zion. It's knocked away. Good defense being played by Lumen Christi. It's Tropia coming up with the basketball. Kicks it way ahead to the freshman Callan. Looks dribbled by Brady Davis. Great defense from the junior Davis. Now to the top of the key, it goes to Luke Tropia, one of the leading scorers on this squad. Driving the lane, back out to J.J. Brown. Almost loses the handle. Now he goes by Perrette. Layup is up and good. Had to get a little awkward there, did J.J. Brown, but he'll take it. 2-0, Lumen Christi on top. Zion into the front court with the dribble. Hands it off to Bogue. Now to Perrette. Perrette thought about the triple try. Now he puts it on the deck. Drives by his defender. Actually, it's knocked away. Bump on the play. No foul call. Here comes Lumen Christi into the front court. Stop and pop on the three on the breakaway. No good. Brody Cherry chases down the long rebound. Into the front court, crossover dribble. It's going to be a foul on the play, and it's actually a good open court foul from Timmy Crowley because Cherry was getting by him on the move.
Yep, and I think that little nerves, starting out a little slow, a little sloppy here, but I think the Irish will settle in.
Yep, and shooting background always can be a big deal. You play at Sacred Heart, you played a lot of local gyms. You got the white white wall right behind you. Even at Maury Courts, you got the white curtain behind you. Corner three for Brett. Oh, bounces in, bounces out, bounces back out. Into the front court comes Jackson Lumen Christi. 2-0, they lead it. 6:15 left to go in the first quarter. Top game in the state here between these two. Moving the lane, blocked by Bogue. His second block already of the first quarter. Cherry into the front court with the right-handed dribble. In the corner, it goes to Pratt. J.J. Brown on Pratt. Back up top to Cherry. He drives in with the left hand. He's going to get called for the travel. Really good defense by Cash Kalahar staying with Brody Cherry. And you look at Cherry, you look at Kalahar, they look like the same player out there, body type.
Very similar.
Even walking down court, they just had like the same type of motion going back down court. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch.
That's the second time he's locked up Cherry as well.
In the front court, with the dribble, is the freshman Callan. Go to J.J. Brown's top of the key. It's knocked away, stolen by Perrette. Perrette races ahead with the right-handed dribble, and he's going to lay it into the open court, and that's the defense right there, Mr. Grady Perrette. 2-2 is our score as Perrette picks the pocket, goes coast to coast for the lane. 5:30 left in our first quarter. Ball goes in the corner, driving the lane, they kick it out. Open three, it's not taken. Lumen Christi all the way in the lane. Bogue with another block, his third here of the first quarter. Gets it off to Perrette. Perrette ahead to Cherry. Cherry kicks it down low to Davis. He up fakes on Brown, goes up for the shot, no good. Nice job by J.J. Brown getting back defensively. Racing to the front court is Lumen Christi, just 2-2. 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Kick it out. Callan, the freshman, wants the triple try. In and out, no good. Nice box out from Bogue to allow the rebound from Brady Davis. Junior sharpshooter steps up to the three-point line, wide open, and he cashes it home. You cannot leave any of these guys open on the court. Davis able to walk into that one. Money for Brady Davis. 5-2 the score with 4:50 left in our first quarter.
And we talked about this, but when we first started, that bench is getting deeper and deeper, right?
Yep. And working around the perimeter. Get it down low. Bogue playing good defense straight up on Timmy Crowley. They kick it back out. Callan, the freshman, wants another triple try. This one, toilet bowls in for the freshman. I usually like to say the senior roll, but the freshman will get the roll there. 4:25 left first quarter. We're tied up at 5 apiece. Zion with it, top of the key. He wants the deep triple. No good off the back of the rim. Brady Davis tips the rebound, but it goes into the hands of Callan. Freshman races ahead with the dribble. He's going to hand it off to his teammate, the senior Tropia. Tropia by Davis in the lane. He gets it to go. Great move from Luke Tropia. And when he looked up Jackson Lumen Christi basketball, he was the guy in the newspapers, 15 this game, 20 that game. Perrette has it right in front of the Lumen Christi bench. Back to Brady Davis. Now to Zion. Zion's going to take the three right in front of the Lumen Christi bench. Cashes it in. Nothing but net for Noah Zion. There's a timeout now on the floor from Lumen Christi. 8-7, the Irish with the lead. We're going to keep the broadcast right here most of the night. As I was telling Mike Verlager, this is broadcast like 47, 48 here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. And so, not that I don't want to give all of my people love, but it's so fun to have you on the broadcast. I've talked about it. You're one of the reasons why this whole thing started, a long 2-hour lunch at John's. You know, I'll keep making that joke, kind of talking through everything. But also, your wife, superintendent at Mount Pleasant Public Schools, are one of the big sponsors of everything we're doing here. Even when we're not doing Mount Pleasant games and they're hiring bus drivers right now, go to mtpleasantschools.net. And I know we're going to be talking about kindergarten kickoff coming up soon as well. It's a little scary as a parent to hear those words. Probably when you got a youngster, I imagine you're past that stage now.
It's been a while back, but boy, it sure was. Yeah, definitely scary.
8-7 the score. Into the front court is Jackson Lumen Christi. Joe McDonald out there now. Going to be a foul, offensive foul on the screen. McDonald out there defensively. Joe McDonald will inbound it. Zion into the front court. Get a screen from Brody Cherry. Doesn't really use it. Now Cherry goes back door on the lay-in. Whoa, what a play design right there. You know, Coach Sherlock was waiting to run that one. You get the sharpshooter on the backdoor cut. Here comes a triple try from J.J. Brown. Off the rim, no good. Joe McDonald clears the rebound. Into the front court, Zion with the dribble. Crosses over the defender, into the lane, out to Cherry. He wants the catch and shoot. This would be big. It's off the rim, no good. Skying for the rebound is the freshman Ashton Callan. Lumen Christi into the front court. On the dribble is Crowley. Forces his way into the lane. He's going to draw the foul. The first team foul going against Sacred Heart Academy. You've got 2 going against Jackson Lumen Christi. Yet no scoreboard camera tonight. It's not quite at the right vantage point here. We're up in the top of the bleachers in very cool gym, but these bleachers, woo, man, they're not the bleachers for crawling up and setting up a bunch of equipment on, are they, Mike?
They are not built for spring chickens.
Ball goes up wide open on the inbound play as Cash Callahar. That's definitely, you don't want to give up on the inbound if you're the Irish, but a nice design there from Lumen Christi to get the lay-in for Callahar. 10-9, Irish with the lead, 2:40 left in our first quarter. Zion gets the ball opposite corner of the Jackson Lumen Christi bench. Gets a screen, but it appears that Lumen Christi is content on switching pretty much every screen. Up fake on the shot. Zion gets it back, now kicks it out to Pratt. Pratt fakes it one way. It's knocked out of his hands by Callan. Now to Brady Davis they go. Davis looking to square up the defender, back to Pratt. Pratt fakes one way, now goes right by the defender, all the way to the hoop for the lay-in.
First step's a killer. I mean, they started to guard the perimeter and then just got burned.
Pratt, what a move. Now all the way down. Shot is up, no good. Bo continues to play phenomenal defense down low. Cherry in the front court to Davis. Thought about the catch shoot. Now drives in off the Bogue. He's open for a 12-footer. It drops in for the senior. We talked about the balance right now. Cherry's got 2. Pratt's got 4. Bo's got 2. Davis has 3. Zion has 3. All 5 starters already have scored for Sacred Heart. They lead it 14-9 with 1:40 left to go in the first quarter.
That's called sprinkling the infield.
Yes. Tropia has it on the perimeter. Hands it off to Callahar. Now to J.J. Brown. Brown looks to drive by Pratt. Nice move from the left. Is blocked again by Bogue. His 4th block of the first quarter. Think about the Weber Brothers Sawmill timber of the game. Bogue all over that. But open for the 3 is the freshman Callan, and he cashes it in. He's got 6. Irish lead at 14-12. 1:13 left to go in our first quarter. J.J. Brown awaits Noah Zion across the half-court line. They go to Bogue at the elbow. Back to Zion on the perimeter. They want to set up Cherry at the top of the key. He's not able to catch and shoot. Puts it on the deck. Puts up the 18-footer. That's no good. Davis saves the rebound out to Cherry. Great hustle from Brady Davis. Now Noah Zion gets it in the corner. He'll bring it back up top. Deep rainbow 3 is no good. Grabbing the rebound down low is Tropia. He'll bring it into the front court. Wants to get all the way to the hoop. It's not there. Corner. Callan open for another 3. He doesn't take it. Drives in. Doesn't get the finish, but he'll draw the foul on Noah Zion. You see the intelligence of the freshman Callan right there. He was open for the corner 3. Instead, drove it in because there was nobody in front of him. Zion essentially forced to commit the foul there.
It's a good foul. You got to make him work for it now.
Callan at the free throw line. He has 6 points to lead all scores. Right now, the Irish balanced out everybody in the starting lineup with a basket. You got 2 for Pratt. That free throw, no good, so that foul essentially pays off if you're Zion.
Yep.
Substitutions coming in for Jackson Lumen Christi, who honored their state championship football team before this game.
3 in a row. A machine.
Just absolutely crazy. You talk about the sports program here, just pretty darn special. Second free throw for Callan. That one does drop in. The freshman has an impressive 7 points here in the first quarter. Cherry, slow dribble into the front court. Might be holding for a final shot here, will the Irish. They lead at 14-13 here at Jackson Lumen Christi High School. Boys High School hoops on a Friday night, the way it's supposed to be. Cherry with that dribble near the half-court line. All the way out there on him defensively is Tropia. He's able to get by him. Now to Zion. He up fakes on the 3. Shakes the man out of his shoes. Now he's open. Can't knock it down. That would have been getting the Jackson Lumen player, the crowd even going there. Tropia has it knocked away, but he gets it back. Now down low it goes. Fadeaway shot at the buzzer is no good. A good job getting it up on the rim by Broden Burgess, another freshman out there for Jackson Lumen Christi. The Irish lead it at the end of 1, 14-13. We'll take a break. Be back with more Irish hoops right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill by Standing Timber and Logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. It is Chris Bachman. It is Mike Verlager. It is Sacred Heart Academy. It is Jackson Lumen Christi. The Irish lead at 14-13 after one here on the MMSN. Leading the way for the Irish is Grady Pratt with 4. The freshman Ashton Cal leading the way for Jackson with 7 points. 2 3-pointers in that first quarter. Lumen Christi ball to start the second quarter. Tropia has it on the perimeter, goes around a screen, kicks it back out, open triple try for the big man. It's going to be no good off the rim. Trying to force his way in for the rebound and doing a good job of it is Broden Burgess. So that foul, I believe, is going to go against Cherry. Now, Cherry had the box out on that one, just where the rebound went. It was a tough play for him. Got his hands on the guy, loose ball foul. Inbounding it is going to be Timmy Crowley. They get in. Here comes a triple try from Tropia. No good. Great box out down low from Brady Davis. That's how you do it right there. Foul was going against West Learned. And so a great box out. That's what you need to do when you're giving up a few inches and a few pounds out there. Just get a really nice box out. That's what Davis did there. The fundamentals will take you a long, long way. Zion with it into the front court. Just to break down the defender is right into the lane. Kicks it out to Davis. He'll take it in. Back to Zion. He up fakes on the corner 3. Back to Davis. Little two-man game here with Zion and Davis, but good hustle from Lumen Christi does not allow an open shot. Zion forces his way in the lane. Step back, no good. Perret skies in for the rebound. Kicks it out to Davis. This would be huge if he knocks down the 3. No good, but there's Cherry skying for the rebound. His putback rattles out, no good. Perret there to get his hands on another rebound attempt, but Tropia comes away with it. Missed opportunity there for Sacred Heart, but you love the way your team is crashing the offensive glass. Tropia forcing his way down low. Shot no good. Rebound gathered by Tropia. It's going to be knocked out of his hands. It'll stay here with Jackson Lumen Christi. Great effort from both teams here. 14-13, the Irish lead it with 6:58 left to go here in the second quarter. Two of the top-ranked teams in the state in their respective divisions. Wide open 3 is in and out. Bogue appears to give the 3 to Timmy Crowley. He's going to have to knock it down for him to come out there and guard him. Ball goes in the corner to Grady Pratt. He up fakes one way. Looks to shake it into the middle. Back up top to Davis. Davis looks to drive. It's not there. Back to Perret. Perret, deep three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Bogue tips the rebound to himself. Looks to gather it. Crowley gets his hands on it. And it goes into the hands of Jackson Lumen Christi. Up ahead now on the dribble is Burgess. Drops it back off to Crowley. Crowley forces his way into lanes. Blocked again by Bogue, but it'll be a foul call this time on Jason Bogue. Him and Crowley with just kind of a fun little exchange there between the two of them.
Yeah. Gotta like how Sacred Heart's playing physical. They're a little smaller, right? But to get down there and play as physical as they are, that's going to, I think, pay dividends as this game kind of burns on. I don't think Jackson Lumen Christi is used to that type of physicality. I really don't.
And one thing you could tell with Jackson Lumen Christi, they don't have size, but they have football size. Every one of their guys that goes out there is pretty stacked, and he is pretty darn solid.
There's probably a really nice weight room right off of this gym that those guys are
not far away.
Right.
Crowley knocks down both free throws. That's going to put Jackson Lumen Christi in front, 15-14. Again, it was 13-14 at the end of our first quarter. Sacred Heart Academy with the lead. Zion with it on the perimeter. Goes over to Brody Cherry. They go down low to Bogue. It's going to be a foul call before Bogue can even put it on the deck. A little bit of physical play there from Jackson Lumen Christi on this possession. 15-14, Lumen Christi with the lead. Luke Hacker into the game for Sacred Heart out there with Jason Bogue, Brody Cherry, Brady Davis, and Noah Zion. Inbounds goes into Cherry. Nice hustle from the defense to not allow the open 3 for the sharpshooting Cherry. Now they go to Davis. It's knocked away from him by J.J. Brown. Brown looks to go coast to coast. Davis knocks it away from him. They're going to call a foul on Davis. Maybe it was all ball there, but regardless, nice defensive play from J.J. Brown. That's the second time we've seen him be able to use the long arms to knock the ball away from a ball handler for Sacred Heart, who we know they can all handle the ball very well. Just good defense being played out there from Lumen Christi. Another update coming from Andy Latham 11 minutes ago. 20 apiece at the half between Sacred Heart Academy and St. Charles. Ball goes into Brown's blocked from behind by Perret, but Brown still gets it to go. Really strong play at the rim. Now up. It's at 19-14. I got a bad, it says 15-14. It still says, pardon me. I might have had the score wrong moments ago.
I can't see.
So I got an awkward angle here looking at those numbers.
19, I think.
No, it's 15-14.
Oh.
Zion with it there. Swing it over to Hacker. Hacker wants to get it down low to Bo. They do. Bo kicks it out to Perrette. Perrette kicks it in the corner. Hacker, he's open for a three. That's no good. Zion goes to Sky in for the rebound, but Brown is able to come away with it. J.J. Brown into the front court with a left-handed dribble. Crossover, step back. Perrette stays right with them. Now they kick in the corner. Here's the freshman open again for three, and he cashes it in. Ashton Callan, the freshman, has got 10 points, and it's 18-14. Lumen Christi with the lead. Euro step for Zion. He kicks it back out to Hacker. Back in the corner to Zion it goes. He jab steps up top to Cherry. Cherry looks to make a move on his defender into the lane. Kind of forces up the shot there.
Oh.
Rattles out, no good. Bogue wants to get the rebound. He's going to get called for an over-the-back foul, and Bogue doesn't like that, but that was kind of a mistake there from Jason Bogue going for that one.
Yeah, that ball was going out of bounds regardless, right?
Yep, I think it was. That's going to be the second foul on Bogue. He's had a big impact down low. He's got 4 or 5 shot blocks already, and he's affected a number of other shots from Jackson Lumen Christi. Coming into the game to replace him is going to be the sophomore, Nate Seiler. A lot of people call him Gator. Drive into the lane, kick out to J.J. Brown. He thought about the three. He will take it. It's off the rim, no good. Pratt saying, I'll give it to you until you make one. It's no good. 18-14, Lumen Christi with the lead. Pardon me on having that score goofed up moments ago.
Watch this matchup with Seiler. He's got long arms. He's got that reach too. So that might this might be an equalizer.
Triple try for Zion, no good. The Irish have had a few good looks from three, haven't been able to get him to go. Racing into the front court is Crowley, kicks it out to Tropia. Back to Crowley in the corner, being guarded by Mr. Brody Cherry. Now they go to the freshman once again. He misses this time. Great defense from Joe McDonald. Seiler clears the rebound. Up ahead to Zion. Ahead with their left to right-hand dribble. Gets a screen, back to Cherry at the top of the key. Didn't take the triple. I think that's one if you're Coach Sherlock. You probably want him on that catch and shoot. Fumbles it a little bit this time, forces his way in the lane, forces up the shot, no good. A lot of contact in the lane. They're letting them play both ways, though. You want it consistent.
100%, they are. Give it that.
Tropia going to pull up on the deep three, no good. Long rebound goes into the hands of the freshman, Ashton Callan. Back to Tropia. He wants another triple try. That one's no good. Great defense from Zion. Perrette with the rebound. He's going to drop it off to Zion. They'll slow it down. 18-14 the score. The Irish still looking for their first basket here of this second quarter. Zion has it. He'll get a screen from Joe McDonald. Looks to work his way into the paint. Spin move, step back. Off the rim, no good. Nice defense from Crowley. Crowley looks to pass it way ahead. It's tipped away by Pratt and Cherry. Last touched by Jackson Lumen Christi. It'll be Irish basketball. Lumen Christi doesn't like the call, but if you need something, if you're Sacred Heart, maybe this is it right here.
Like to see the Irish with their quick first steps just go to the hoop. What they're doing, they're getting down there, and then they're dead stopping, and then passing back out to the open perimeter. Like to see him go in, see if he can draw some fouls at this point.
Zion into the front court. Out there with Seiler, McDonald, Brady Davis, and Grady Perrette. Seiler has it at the top of the key. He's going to hand it off to Perrette. Perrette looks to go around the defender. Thought about the deep three. Now it goes to Zion in the corner. Zion at the top of the key. Seiler with it. Thought about the three. Not a Perrette. He wants the deep triple try. It's off the back of the rim. No good. McDonald's going to go up, get his hand on the rebound, but just tips it out of bounds with 2:47 left to go in the second quarter. 18-14 the score. Still absolutely nothing in this quarter for Sacred Heart Academy. 14 in the first, been held scoreless for the first 5:15 of the second quarter. Love going out to Pure Plumbing. Joe Wentworth, Bryce Up to Gravel, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, JJ Painting, Central Michigan Santa Gravel, Block Electric, The Diner, and our friends at All Seasons Fireworks and Bryant Family Farms. Another three for Callan. Ashton Callan, the freshman, has got 13. And coming into this game, that's not what I was going to expect. Perrette looks to answer right back, and he does! Big time triple from Grady Perrette. He's got 7. That's the first basket of the second quarter for Sacred Heart Academy with just 2:15 left. 21-17 the score. Jackson Lumen Christi with the lead. Drive in a lane, kick it in the corner. Further in the corner, opposite corner, open three for Lumen Christi, no good. Davis tips the rebound, but it was last touched by Broden Burgess for Jackson Lumen Christi, so it'll go back to the Irish. Cherry coming back into the game, replacing Seiler. 5 Irish boys out there: Joe McDonald, Noah Zion, Brody Cherry, Brady Davis, and Grady Perrette. A little bit of pressure now being shown by Jackson Lumen Christi. Zion skips it all the way up to Davis. Skip past to Joe McDonald. He's open down low, but he kicks it out. Zion catch and shoot three. Off the rim, no good. Davis sneaks his way in for the rebound, but he's only able to get one hand on it. Kind of an interesting play there. McDonald gets it down low. Maybe should have gone up with it there, but instead he kicks it out. But to his credit, they do end up with an open Noah Zion three that you'll take all day long. 21-17 the count. $1:38 left until our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. Bringing the ball into the front court is Zach Tropia, the sophomore. Has it at that half-court line. Davis guarding him. Swings it to Luke Tropia, the senior. Callan now has it. Long arms of Brody Cherry trying to bother him now. He's got 13 points to lead all scorers. 2 threes in the first, 2 here in the second. Crowley now with it. Joe McDonald guarding him. Crowley looks to use his size. Nice job by McDonald being physical. A lot of clock being ran here by Lumen Christi on this possession. They lead at 21-17, over a minute remaining in the second quarter. Forcing his way in is Tropia. Crowley with a catch and shoot in the corner. No good. Neither team really able to connect from long except for that freshman Callan who's got 4 triples. Cherry catches, doesn't shoot. Up top it goes to Davis. He thought about the catch and shoot. Now drives. Nice Euro step all the way to the hoop. Lefty layup. No good. Great move, though, from Davis. Long pass up ahead. Getting behind the defense is the freshman Callan. He lays it in. He's got 15, and it's 23-17. Lumen Christi with the lead. 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Perrette has it. Goes around to Joe McDonald's screen. Looking for the screen and roll. It's not there, though, because of the aggressive switching from Lumen Christi. Now Zion has it to McDonald at the top of the key. Now to Cherry. Cherry goes around to Joe McDonald's screen. Crowley guarding him. Now back to Perrette. Perrette to Zion. 5 seconds left to go. He's going to get a screen from Cherry. Back to Cherry. He catches and shoots off the back of the rim. No good. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. A second quarter really dominated by Jackson Lumen Christi. Only 3 points on the board. A lone three-pointer for Grady Perrette. That is it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with a quick first-half recap right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top-quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582.
Hey, Rowan. Want to toss the ball around?
No, thanks.
A quick game of chess?
Maybe later.
Want me to teach you to ride a bike?
Papa, we did all that when I was little.
I guess you're right. Marbury Law's kept me so busy, time has just flown by.
There is one thing, though. You got any cookies?
Thought you'd never ask.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome on into the Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. Chris Bachman and Mike Verlager here with you just for another 30 seconds before we send it out to This Week in MHSA Sports, and we'll be back with the second half. Mike, I'm going to give you one key here. You got 20 seconds or so. What do the Irish got to do to win this game in the second half?
Well, I think you're seeing their energy level is a little drained. I don't care if you play St. Charles, who it is last night. Back-to-back games are tough, especially coming in to get this. So if they can get a rest at halftime, come back out, they're getting the looks they need. Things just aren't falling right now.
Yep, I agree. They are getting the looks they need. It is 23-17. Jackson Lumen Christi with the lead at the halftime for This Week in MHSA Sports with John Ross. We'll be back with a second half right after this.
An MHSAA staff member is headed to the Hall of Fame, and the very first WNBA draft featured one of Michigan's best. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. District play for girls basketball opens on March 3rd, and never has the excitement around women's basketball been as high as it is now. Both Michigan State and Michigan have been ranked this season, And of course, Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese have taken the WNBA to new heights. Did you know the WNBA started in 1997, and the first player drafted in the very first WNBA draft, called the WNBA Elite Draft, was Dina Head, who played at Salem High School. Head led the Rocks to a Class A semifinal appearance in 1987 and was named Miss Basketball by the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan that year. She averaged an impressive 27 points per game as a senior and is one of 33 girls in Michigan all time to score more than 2,000 points in her career. After high school, Head won 2 NCAA championships playing at Tennessee for legendary coach Pat Summitt and was the SEC Player of the Year as a senior. She won a gold medal at the World University Games and played professionally for 7 seasons before being drafted by the WNBA's Utah Stars. Head spent 3 years in the WNBA, reaching the postseason with the Phoenix Mercury in 2000. In 2016, Head was inducted into the Salem Wall of Champions. For more on Dina Head and to see our weekly Famous Faces feature that's part of our MHSAA 100 coverage, check us out online at MHSAA.com or follow us on social media. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Sanford Meridian's Halen McLaughlin. She poured in a school record 38 points and a conference win over Beaverton. East Lansing junior KJ Torbert, he won over 1,000 career points in a double overtime victory over Okemos. And to Wyandotte Roosevelt goalie Evan Kelly, he had 47 saves and a 3-1 win over Gibraltar Carlson.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
In basketball, if you are attempting to take a charge, do you have to be stationary? Can a defender draw a charge while sliding his or her feet? A defensive player does not need to be stationary in order to draw a charge. Once a defender has established legal guarding position, which is when the defensive player has both feet on the floor and is facing the opponent, the defender can move laterally or obliquely to maintain that position, even if it means having one or both feet off the floor when contact occurs with the offensive player. In a block or charge situation, many fans like to say it's a block because the defender was moving, but that's not always the case. A defender can draw a charge while in motion.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. One of the very best officials in the state is the MHSAA's Director of Officials, Sam Davis. And his contributions to the sport of wrestling have earned him a spot in the Michigan chapter of the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Davis will be inducted in May at a ceremony in Ann Arbor. A high school wrestler at Lansing Eastern, Davis helped the Quakers to a Class A team title in 1968, and he won an individual championship as a senior in 1969. He won state judo championships in the early 80s and has officiated wrestling for 45 years. Davis was awarded the Vern Norris Award in 2015 for his vast contributions to officiating, and he joined the MHSAA staff 2 years later in 2017, where he now directs the officials department and the 9,000 registered officials in the state. Davis spent 32 years with the Lansing School District, teaching, coaching, and as an assistant principal, and he spent another 11 years with the Ingham County Sheriff's Office, retiring as a major. To read more about Sam, the longtime president of the Lansing Wrestling Officials Association, head to MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical. The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Hey, Rowan, want to toss the ball around?
No, thanks.
A quick game of chess?
Maybe later.
Want me to teach you to ride a bike?
Papa, we did all that when I was little.
I guess you're right. Marbury Law's kept me so busy, time has just flown by.
There is one thing, though. You got any cookies?
Thought you'd never ask.
Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Start of the second half here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Thanks for tuning into that Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. It's Chris Bachman, Mike Verlager. The Irish trail 23-17 as we start the third quarter. Just one lone field goal in that third quarter. Grady Perrette three-pointer with 2:15 left to go. Give credit to Jackson Lumen Christi locking down defensively, but the Irish would have taken some of the shots they got in that second. They just didn't fall, and it continues to happen here in the third as Davis can't get that one to go. Fast break now. J.J. Brown catches and lays it in all in one motion. He now has 6 points and a great start to the half for Jackson Lumen Christi. You give up an open look. Sacred Heart can't knock it down. You quickly are at the other end with a lay-in yourself. Perrette with it. Picks up the dribble, goes in the middle to Boak. He turns, shoots 14 feet, no good. Perrette skying in for the rebound. Knocks it out of the Jackson Lumen Christi player's hands to Zion, out to Cherry. No good. Again, 2 threes. You want Brady Davis, you want Cherry to take those threes, just can't get him to fall. Stepping into a wide open three now for Lumen Christi is Kalahar. He gets it to go. He's got 5. A quick full timeout from Coach Sherlock as it's a 5-0 run. And if you go back to that first quarter, it's a 15-3 run. Really now is. Over 9 minutes for Jackson Lumen Christi. We'll keep everything right here with the timeout. Love going out to our friends at Pier Plumbing, Isabella Bank, and hanging by a thread. Our friends at Isabella Community Sportsplex, Barry Funeral Home, Mid-Michigan Industries, Boomer's Lawn Care, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Rick's Food Center, the official embroider of the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, hanging by a thread. Your Claire Pioneer Gear headquarters, almost up north in Stitches for Britches. Shavers, Bait and Sporting Goods, Gross Farms, Brad Gross Electric, Bogue, Wybanga and Bradley, WW Construction, the Fisher Companies, and Kenneth Egger DDS. 7:03 left to go, third quarter, 28-17. Take me inside the huddle. You got to know Coach Sherlock very well over these last few years doing all the announcing and stuff. What do you think he's saying to the squad?
Hey, you really can't afford to get down any further because Lumen Christi's starting to heat up, and we've had our open shots. So really it's just slowing things down, hitting those shots really that we should. Our percentages aren't really spectacular tonight. Not what we're normally used to seeing, right?
Yep. And we do got some great news to pass along. End of the third quarter. The Irish girls up 35-27 over St. Charles. Looking to stay undefeated on the year and really take a nice solid lead in that MSAC conference. Foul in the front court as they were going to steal it away from Perrette. Getting her hands caught in a cookie jar out there was Kalahar. 28-17 the score. Yeah, I think you said it right there. If you're Coach Sherlock, that's what that timeout was about. It's like it's do or die time, boys. Like we got to make it happen right now. We got to close this gap and keep taking the shots that you're taking. They're eventually going to fall. Zion catches in the corner, jab steps, now goes into the middle of the lane. Wants the 14-footer. He gets it to go.
There you go.
That's exactly what you just said right there. Zion gets it to go. He's got 5. 28-20 is the score. The Irish very capable of coming back with this type of deficit, but Lumen Christi, again, they've played great defense since the first quarter. Freshman hands it off to Tropia, now to Crowley. They kick it back out in the corner. It goes to the freshman Callan. He drives baseline. Maybe an extra step there he got away with. Alfred open three. It's no good. Box out down low. Not going to work. Another rebound gathered for Bogue. Rips it away. A strong rebound from Jason Bogue.
You have to have that from Bogue. You have to have that physicality.
Up at the top of the key, Zion has it. Something I kind of didn't even think about till just now. This game really changed when Bogue went out of the game. Zion cashes it in again. Back-to-back baskets for Noah Zion. He's got 7.
It really did pivot when he had those 2 fouls, right?
And it's something I didn't even really think about because you're thinking about the scoring for Sacred Heart, but his presence was missed big time on both ends of the court. Kalahar forces his way in. Brown wide open for a 3. It's an air ball, no good. Crowley gets the rebound. Looks to put it back up. Nice move from Crowley to get it to go. Crowley's now got 4 points. 30-21 is the score. Zion with it. Goes around a screen from Bogue. Bogue hammered over. No whistle on the play. Back to Zion. Zion looks to dribble it into the lane. Goes by Kalahar. Shot up the good and the foul. Perrette has 9. He can get himself into double digits with the free throw. Big time play there from one of your senior leaders to get that one to go.
And like I said earlier, that first step and then take it to the hole at that point.
At the line, senior Grady Perrette headed to Elma next year to play himself a little baseball. Free throw is good. I imagine they're going to keep trying to talk him into playing some hoops as well there, too, because, boy, he would be a factor, I think, at that level.
He'd be a great dual sport athlete there.
30-24 the score. J.J. Brown with it. You hear the air ball chants here from the Sacred Heart Academy fans. Giving it to hand it off. Crowley now forces his way in the lane. Good defense for Bogue. Freshman Callan wants another 3. In and out, no good. Nice box out, but the long rebound goes to Callahan. Back to Brown. Brown wants to force his way in. Out to Crowley. He puts up the triple. That's no good. Zion skies for the rebound in the middle of the paint. He'll bring it ahead with the right to left-hand dribble. Perrette, deep 3. In and out, no good. Cherry looks to steal the rebound away from Crowley, but Crowley's sure hands keep it with Lumen Christi. Racing head layup up and good. What a move from Cash Kalahar. He now has 7. 32-24. Zion stop and pop from 15 feet. No good. Crowley comes up with a rebound. A little bit of a quick shot there from Zion that time. They look to drop it back. Cherry's there to knock it away. There's 4:18 left to go in the third quarter. 32-24 the score. The offense kind of opening up here in the third quarter, but for both teams. At the half, it was 23-17. Brown goes to inbound it. Crowley takes it into the lane, forces it up against McDonald. A tough call going against McDonald, but he did leave his feet. Think if McDonald stays on his feet, hits the deck there, he's going to get the charging call. With Bogue back out of the game, again, that could be a big factor. Heading to the free throw line is Timmy Crowley, who's got 4 points in the ball game. 32-24 the score. 4:12 left to go, third quarter. Crowley, first free throw. No good.
Good foul, Joe. All in the plan.
Brown heading to the bench right now for Jackson Lumen Christi. He's only got 6 points, but, man, he's had a big impact on this ball game, what he's done off ball and everything. Second free throw, that one will drop in. Crowley's now got 5 points to match his number. It's a 9-point lead for Lumen Christi halfway through this third quarter. 4:02 left to be exact. Zion goes around a screen again. They continue to switch all the screens. By Crowley, he goes, looks to pass in the corner, and he knows he messed up that one right there. Very rarely do you see Zion make a mistake like that. I believe his turnover percentage in some of the stats I got from Coach Sherlock was like 5% or something like that. You think about how much that junior has his hands on the ball, just rarely ever makes a mistake like we just saw there. Davis coming out, your 5 out there for the Irish. It's Luke Hacker, Noah Zion, Grady Peratt, Brody Cherry, and Jason Bogue. In the front court, the young Tropia with the ball. They go to Crowley on the cut. He gets it to go. Crowley now with 7 points, an 11-point lead for Lumen Christi, 35-24. The Irish have got to get it going offensively here. Peratt with it. Get it down low to Bogue. Bogue goes into the middle of the lane. Turns, gets the left-handed shot up on the rim. It's no good. Good defense down low. And then way ahead of the pack, wide open for the lay-in, but missing it is Tropia. Tropia wants that one back. Zion looking to step into a 3 now. That's no good. Long rebound goes into the hands of Kalahar. Up to Tropia. He'll kick it out in the corner. Drive up and under, reverse layup. Oh my! Wow. What a move from the freshman, Broden Burgess, and up and under. I hate to say Ja Morant style type of move, but it was. Got a foul on the play from Zach Tropia, being very physical with Zion as he tried to get the inbounds pass, but the lead has ballooned to 13 for Jackson Lumen Christi with 3:04 left to go in the third quarter. The Irish have got to get something going. Peratt with it. They get it down low to Bogue. Bogue wants to use that size and that strength. Out to Cherry it goes. Extra pass to Hacker. Now in the corner to Zion. He looks to drive. It's not there. Back up top to Cherry it goes. Cherry all the way to the lane. Kicks it out to Bogue.
Go.
Bogue drives into the lane. Looks to get the shot up on the lane. He gets it to go. Big basket there from the senior Jason Bogue. His second of the game. He's got 4. The lead's 11. Into the front court, Lumen Christi very aggressive offensively now, looking to attack downhill. Travel in the corner, going against the ball handler, Kalahar. 37-26 to score. Clock is running here as Sacred Heart looks to pass the ball in. Clock continues to run. Coach Sherlock finally makes him aware of it. There's 2:12 left to go in the game. Probably should be about 2:20 left to go. That was something I did see happen a little bit in the girls' game as well. 37-26 is the count. 2:12 left in our third quarter.
They'll get it sorted out.
And a lot of other games going on in the area. Big game for the Mount Pleasant girls taking on Davison. 35-27 the score. After 3, though, the Sacred Heart Academy girls on top of St. Charles. I wouldn't call it a stranglehold on the MSAC conference, but you give yourself a solid lead in the MSAC if you win that game. And then when you play St. Charles again, it'll be back at the friendly confines of the Academy in downtown Mount Pleasant.
The Irish Dome.
They move it back to the Irish Dome. I like that. 2:19 they move the clock to. It'll be Irish basketball, 37-26 the score. Big final 2:19 of this third quarter. Got to feel like the Irish need a couple baskets and can't give up anything here. Zion has it on the perimeter. Gets a screen from Bogue.
Got your 5
goes by his defender. Kicks it out. Cherry's open for the catch and shoot. Off the rim. No good. Skying for the rebound is J.J. Brown. Skips the pass ahead. In the corner it goes to the young Tropia. He wants the 3 in the corner. No good. Battling for the rebound is Davis, but coming away with it is Jackson Lumen Christi. And they pass it out to the senior. Luke Tropia will slow it down. Very smart move there from the senior. Cherry would take that one all game long. Just hasn't been able to get it to go here tonight. Deep triple. That one no good. Rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. The ball will go to Sacred Heart Academy. Again, clock continuing to run here. They do stop it there. 1:33 left to go. And I know Coach Sherlock saying there's another 3 seconds that I've missed out on. And so they're going to put it back, time back on the clock here. Coach Sherlock not happy about it. The officials now not happy with Coach Sherlock, but When the clock's running,
Yeah,
when
he
the
has every
ball's
right
out
to
of
say
bounds,
something.
yes, he should be saying something.
And the officials are only being reactive because he's saying something.
Yeah. 1:33 left to go. It should be 1:36 left to go. Again, this is the second time here in this third quarter late that clock has continued to run at the scoreboard. And that's one of those that, when you're playing a really good team, they're at home. They've got an 11-point lead. All of those seconds matter. And so we'll see exactly what they reset it to. 1:33 left to go as of right now. 37-26. Lumen Christi with the lead. Love going out to their friends. GNS Mechanical, ENS Graphics, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Konwinski Construction, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, along with J&J Auto. And tomorrow night, Beal City Sports Boosters Auction, 6 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus in Beal City. I believe it's $20 to get in. Lots of awesome, unique items to bid on. And all the money you put up for bid is going to go back to the Beal City Sports Boosters program. Zion will get the inbounds pass. They put 4 ticks back on the clock. 1:37. 37-26 the score. Zion goes around the screen, back to Cherry. He's got another catch-and-shoot opportunity. He cashes this one in. Brody Cherry now with 5. That was big. 37-29 is the score. Nice crossover into the rim and throwing it down. What a move from J.J. Brown. He's got 8. Cherry quickly head into the front court. He's going to draw the foul. He'll head to the free throw line for a pair. But what a quick answer from J.J. Brown. And that's the second just unbelievable move we've seen in this third quarter from Lumen Christi. You had Burgess with the amazing layup, and then Brown there going through the defense, getting the dunk down. What a play. He's got 8, but Cherry back at the free throw line. It's 39-29. That one rims off the side. 10-point lead for Lumen Christi. Cherry at the free throw line. Another opportunity for the senior here. 1:09 left, third quarter. 10-point advantage for Jackson Lumen Christi. Cherry's second free throw. That one also rattles out for the senior sharpshooter. Into the front court, the freshman Callan has it. There's going to be a timeout on the floor. Just a 30-second timeout, I believe. We'll keep the broadcast right here. Again, thanks so much to our sponsors. Talk about the Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game. Would you go with the dunk and the move moments ago from J.J. Brown? I still think it's that layup from Broden Burgess where he went up and under. And it was just a full extension. He kind of had the legs kicked out a little bit. It just looked cool. There's not really another way to say it.
Yeah, it looked like he floated for 8 seconds.
Call that the Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game, but we're hoping to change that to an Irish play here in this fourth quarter. 39-29 is our score, and I do got another update. Sacred Heart Academy girls victorious over St. Charles, 49-40. A big, big thank you to Andy Latham giving me those updates. So the Irish girls stay undefeated on the season.
Good for them. Great night. Over a perennial powerhouse. St. Charles,
absolutely.
What a phenomenal program they have run. And have for the Irish to go on the road and get that, that's huge.
Maybe start to think about, we saw Jackson Lumen Christi girls lose to the number 1 team in the state before this. They've got one of the top freshmen in the country, does Lumen Christi. A girl's got some offers to go CMU, WMU before she even played a high school game. Be fun to see those two teams match up now, maybe.
Oh, goodness, yeah,
If they need some, their playoff primer maybe a little bit later this year. Stepping into the three-pointer, it's no good. Going up for the rebound, bringing it down is Jason Bogue. Looks to pass off to Zion. He looks to save it in, but just a mistake there from Sacred Heart. Again, don't see those type of mistakes often, but when you're playing in an environment like this, that type of stuff can happen. Give credit to Lumen Christi for playing great defense.
Can't have the unforced errors, right?
Long inbounds pass goes in. Now it's over and back. No, they won't call it over and back on Lumen Christi. Give credit to the JV team here from Sacred Heart starting to make some noise. Nice pass from J.J. Brown to the wide-open freshman Callan, but that was all J.J. Brown. Talk about the Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist of the game. Brown with the nice dish right there. Zion has it at the top of the key. Knows he needs to make something happen. Goes to Pratt. Pratt to Seiler. Seiler up top to Cherry. Cherry into the lane. Out to Zion. He wants the 3 in front of the Irish bench. It's no good. Rebound tipped by Seiler. Looking to save it is Cherry, but it does go off the foot of a Lumen Christi player. Nice job by the officials making sure they've got that correct. 41-29. There's 16 seconds left to go. I really feel like the Irish need to get a basket and a stop, or just a basket going into the fourth quarter here, Mike.
A basket.
Hand off to Zion. He's going to be fouled on the play. That'll be the 5th team foul going against Lumen Christi. That should send Noah Zion to the free throw line. 41-29 the score, 14 seconds left to go. Zion's got 7 on the night. Peratt's got 10. Cherry's got 5. Bo's got 4. Davis has got 3. But you go back, that 14-point first quarter, it's just been tough sledding. Since then, only 15 points pretty much through 2 quarters now. That one off the front of the rim. And you talked about, again, if you're Sacred Heart, you're going to play the back-to-back. You need to play in games like this to make a long playoff run. But you could tell the legs maybe a little lacking out there tonight as Zion misses both of those free throws. Now under 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The Irish 1 for 5 from the free throw line here in this third quarter. Brown forces his way up. It's blocked by Bogue.
Jump
ball. Possession arrow will keep it here. Talk about the Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game.
Wow.
It's Jason Bogue. He may have 10 rebounds. He may have 6 or 7 blocks out there. Just a fantastic night for Jason Bogue defensively. But he knows his team's got to get going offensively in this fourth quarter. 1.1 seconds left to go. They get it into Brown. Layup is no good. Peratt with some great defense. Actually, they're going to call a foul on that. Woo!
I don't agree with that, period.
That is a really tough foul call going against Grady Peratt there. At the free throw line is J.J. Brown. He's got 8 points on the night, 4 in this quarter. It's 41-29. Lumen Christi with the lead. Couple big free throws here. That one no good for J.J. Brown. Senior, another opportunity here. It's 41-29. Brown, second free throw. That one rattles out. Also no good, so we head to the fourth with our score. 41-29. Jackson Lumen Christi with lead, but the Irish hanging around. Back with the fourth quarter right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com. Visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant. Call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. The Irish boys have got some work to do. They trail at 41-29 heading to the fourth quarter. But I go back to 5-6 years ago, a team led by Luke Breedham and Zach Wentworth down by 14 in the third quarter of the district final to Fulton. These comebacks are very, very possible. When you've got the shooters out there that you do, it's definitely possible. Starting the fourth quarter for the Irish boys, Jason Bogue, Gator Seiler, Nate Seiler, Brody Cherry, Grady Peratt, and Noah Zion. And they're saying the possession arrow, it should be Sacred Heart ball because the possession arrow at the very end of the quarter, it was a possession off the jump ball. Again, Coach Sherlock he's not happy with a few things here tonight downstate. We'll just leave it that way. Been a very physical game. However, it's been a very evenly officiated game, which is all you can really ask for.
No, 100% agree with that tonight.
But clock management, been a few issues out there. Here we go, start of the fourth quarter, Irish basketball, trailing by 12. Somebody's got to get hot, whether it's Cherry, whether it's Zion, whether it's Peratt, whether it's Davis. Somebody's got to make a few triples here in this fourth quarter. Nice defense from Crowley as he knocks it away from Cherry, bringing it into the lane. Up ahead to Callan. The freshman's thought about stepping into a three, but instead they drop it off to Crowley. Now J.J. Brown has it. He looks to spin in the lane. Peratt all over him. Shot no good. A late foul call. 2 free throws. It's going to be a foul on Jason Bogue. And Coach Sherlock saying he kind of went over the top a little bit with that one. So it's going to be an easy call for the official there. It's going to be the third foul going on Bogue. I also believe Peratt has 4 fouls when I see that 11 and 4 up there going back to that last quarter, something very key and makes that foul at that end of the third even a bigger deal. Brown back at the line where he just missed a pair at the end of the third quarter. Free throws huge for Jackson Lumen Christi here in this fourth quarter with a 12-point lead. Brown, deep knee bend, lefty shot, no good. Jackson Lumen Christi out there, white jerseys, green lettering. Irish out there in the red jerseys, the white lettering, the green outline. 7:33 left to go, fourth quarter. 41-29 the score.
Okay.
Brown at the line. Puts up the shot. That one rattles out, no good. Again, he's 0 for 4 now on his last free throws. Zion into the front court on the dribble. Goes to Perrette. Up top to Davis. Now to Cherry. Again, the Irish got to get something going offensively in a hurry. To Bogue, back to Cherry. He wants a deep three, and it rattles in for the senior. Big time basket there for Brody Cherry. He has got 8, and if he gets it going, watch out. 41-32 our score. Timeout on the floor. We will keep it right here. The Irish now trailing by 9, 7:14 left to go. Cherry back-to-back threes. I'm going to go back to free throws, though. 1 for 5 in that third quarter for the Irish boys. But then you're 0 for 4, I guess, for Jackson Lumen Christi. Maybe it evens out a little bit. But when you're Cherry, when you're Zion, you guys expect to knock down those free throws. Got to make it happen when you're trailing.
This is where you separate the men from the boys, right? I mean, let's see what happens in the fourth quarter. If these guys can get cooking right now, this may flip real quick.
Yep. And, yeah, like I said, they've had the open looks that you want. They just haven't been able to get them to go most of the game. And that is another one of the things. Oh, next year Lumen Christi is supposed to come to us for boys and girls varsity action. That's what's cool about when you got the AD, Andy Latham, tuning into you, so he lets us know.
That's
and,
great.
boy, what a matchup that would be next year. You'd have Terwilliger was a junior, and that sophomore, she'd be a sophomore, one of the top players in the country. A fun little battle there between those two. 7:14 left in the fourth quarter. Just 2 timeouts left for Sacred Heart Academy. They trail by 9, 41-32. Jackson Lumen Christi basketball. The freshman Ashton Callan will inbound it. He leads all scorers in this game with 17. Perrat's got 10 for the Irish. Cherry with 8. Zion with 7. J.J. Brown brings it into the front court for Lumen Christi. Another thing you can do if you're Jackson, there's no shot clock here. You know, Mike, you can run as much clock as you want, up by 9 points. And when you see Cherry knock down a couple three-pointers, you might take the air out of the basketball a little bit. As I say that, Brown all the way to the hoop. Loses his footing.
Right there.
Up ahead to Cherry. Cherry into the lane, looks for the little floater, leaves it short, tries to get it back. Brady Davis was there for the pass. Now up ahead is Brown wide open. He goes to throw it down. He mistimes his jump, but he still gets the lay-in to go. He's now into double digits and a big missed opportunity there. Zion all the way down to the court, all the way to the hoop. Can't get that one to go either. It's just been that kind of night for the Irish. You make a nice move, but you can't get the bunny to go. And here comes a three. It'd be a dagger. It's good from Cash Kalahar. He now has 10. 3 players in double figures for Jackson Lumen Christi, and the Irish turn it over. They now trail by 14 with 6:19 left to go. Hacker coming into the game. Noah Zion getting himself a little bit of a breather. We talk about coming out of that timeout. It's going to be a big moment here, separating men from the boys in last 2 possessions or whatever. Big-time answers from Jackson Lumen Christi. Crowley sets a screen. Kick it back. Here comes a three-pointer for Kalahar. It's no good. Trying to go back-to-back. Bo comes up with a rebound. Ahead, Grady Perrette over to Hacker. Hacker now to Cherry. Cherry squares up the defense in the corner. Goes to Hacker. He drives in the lane. Drops it off to Bogue. Bogue turns, squares, puts up the shot, draws the foul. He'll head to the free throw line. Bogue's got 4 points. Needs to make it 5 and 6 here at the charity stripe. It is a 14-point game. Irish trailing with 5:53 left to go. Zion remaining on the bench for the moment. I don't think he's going to stay there for long. Bogue misses that free throw as well. So the Irish,
tough night.
1 for 6 from the free throw line here in the second half now. The only one that's been good was Grady Perrat's and 1 opportunity. Perrat's now coming out of the game. Coming in for him is going to be Zion. And one of those nights, you go back and play this game a bunch of times, I think the Irish are going to be right there, and they still have a chance to be right there. But right now it's that Lloyd Christmas. You're telling me there's a chance. Yes, there is, but something special's got to happen here in the next 5:48. Callan, the freshman, with it. He's been the player of the game so far for Lumen Christi. Swing it over around the perimeter. Cherry playing defense. Up top, the basketball goes. With it is the freshman. They work it down low to Timmy Crowley. Looks to make a move on Bogue. Now they kick it in the corner. Going up for the layup. Nice job staying straight up by Bogue. Cannot get the toilet bowl layup. Well, Burgess. Zion quickly into the front court. Irish got to do something and do it in a hurry. Zion around the defender. Into the lane he goes. Out to Cherry. He wants another catch and shoot. Off the rim. No good. Crowley skies for the rebound. 46-33 the score. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Ashton Callan kicks it out. Open three-pointer. It is good for Luke Tropia. His first basket since the first quarter. Davis catch and shoot. This would be big for Sacred Heart. Again, it's no good, but a shot you would want if you are Coach Sherlock. 49-33 the count. Jackson Lumen Christi, Tropia all the way to the hoop. No good. Bogue with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Cherry. Cherry wants to pass it in the middle to Davis. It's not a good pass there. He's just kind of passed it into two hands of Jackson Lumen Christi. The Irish will set it up 49-33 with 4:39 left to go. Hacker checking back out. Peratt checking back into starting five back out there for the Irish to try and make one more final push here with 4:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a brief Bird All-American Grill post-game show coming up after this one. Is got that long drive back from Jackson. Zion with it to Bogue. Bogue drives in the lane, spins off the defense. Nice job pulling the chair by Crowley. It's going to go back to Jackson Lumen Christi. J.J. Brown wants to catch and shoot three. It's good. Brown now with 13, and that's a bit of a dagger as it opens the gap to 19, 52-33. Zion, fadeaway shot, gets it to go. What a difficult shot there from Zion as he continues to fight and claw. He now has 9, 52-35, halfway through the fourth quarter. Crowley has it. Looks to spin in the lane against Bogue. Another three-pointer for Callan, the freshman, and it goes. It has been Callan's night, and that is the fourth three in this quarter from Jackson Lumen Christi as Bogue misses that one. Talk about fresh legs being the difference. Way ahead, the pass goes to Crowley. Looks for the up and under, no good. Cherry with the rebound. Up ahead to Peratt. Peratt with the up fake. Looks for the up and under lay and gets it to go. What a move there from Grady Peratt. Peratt's got 12. Up ahead it goes. Bogue with the steal. 18-point game. A little sloppy play there from Lumen Christi. Stepping into the three is Zion. That's no good once again. There for the rebound. And the putback is Cherry, but it's going to be a foul on the rebound as getting a little aggressive was Brady Davis. 37-55. The Irish trail by 18. Bench being emptied a little bit right now. Kind of the white flag, per se, being waved by Coach Sherlock here. But I'll go back to my documentary that I did with the Beale City Aggie boys when they won their state championship not too long ago. Coach Gross talked about that McBain game. Talked about how much you learn from a loss as opposed to a win. This is now the second time in the last couple weeks that this Irish team has experienced defeat. Something that hasn't happened to them a whole lot over the last few years. And so you need to take these bumps, take these bruises, and get better from them. Here comes a deep triple try. That's no good. Peratt comes away with the rebound for the Irish. He'll race into the front court. There's going to be no give up in Grady Peratt. Fakes one way, spins the other way, and gets it to go. Peratt, player of the game for Sacred Heart here tonight with his 14 points. He has been great. But it's a 16-point advantage for Lumen Christi. 2:40 left in our fourth quarter. Leading the way is the freshman Ashton Callan. He has hit 5 threes in this ball game. Again, you slide over, think about Sacred Heart, Noah Zion or Brody Cherry could easily have 5 threes in this game. Just haven't been able to get him to go. Three-pointer for Lumen Christi. That one's no good. Senior Ryan Wiggins chases down the rebound. 2:20 left to go as Zion races into the front court with the dribble. Stops, pops at the elbow. Wants a quick basket. It's no good. He skies in there for the rebound. Can't get it to go. Racing ahead now is the young Tropia. They'll kick the ball in the corner. It's a wild pass. It might have been passing it to the bench right there as they were ready to shoot. 2:03 left to go, fourth quarter. A couple more substitutions coming in. It's Hacker, it's Seiler, Zion coming out, Brady Davis coming out. But a great effort from this Irish squad here tonight. Again, this will be your second loss on the season, but you're still undefeated in Division IV play, who you'll be going up against in the playoffs. Hacker gets the handoff. Now to Peratt. Peratt jab steps one way, goes in the lane, looks for another runner. It's no good. Might have lost his footing out there. Wiggins comes up with a rebound. He wants the basket. That's no good. Peratt there for the rebound. He'll draw the foul and go up for the putback. One thing to think about if you are Grady Peratt, not exactly sure where he is on closing in on 1,000 points for his career, but I know that's a plateau that he could end up around, and so think about continuing to fight. These little points here in the end could be kind of a big deal going forward for that. And I believe I see some youngsters from Allen Park Inner City Baptist walking out of the gym right now to come check out this game with Sacred Heart Academy bested in the playoffs deep last year. Peratt at the free throw line. Cashed in the first one. Now that's 15 out of the night. 55-40 the score. That one also good. So think about Zaid Batchelder, baller of the game, brought to you by our friends at Weefrich Financial. It's going to go to Mr. Grady Peratt for his 16-point effort. Played some great defense as well, but 20 points for Ashton Callan to lead the way. Here comes a three for Lumen Christi, and it's good. Wes Learned, the sophomore, is able to hit it. That is the 6-3 for Lumen Christi in the fourth quarter, Mike.
Unreal.
They had 41 to start. Just goodness gracious, absolutely catching fire here
late,
in this
right?
fourth quarter. Yep. Oh, 5 threes, pardon me. 5 threes. That's Spockman math. We always joke about that. 5 threes, just one 2-pointer here in this fourth quarter. Peratt stepping up to the line. He's open, takes it. It's no good, off the rim a couple times. Seiler tips the long rebound out. Here comes Lumen Christi on a little bit of a break if they want to. They're going to launch another deep three. It's no good. Rebound gathered down low. The putback is good down low as things continue to go the way of the Titan here. It's Isaac Mackey with the basket and the and one opportunity. That will continue to balloon the score. It's 60-41 right now. You look at it going into the fourth quarter, 41-29. Whew. What an offensive explosion for Jackson Lumen Christi here in this fourth quarter.
And you're really starting to see that little height advantage just from a rebound standpoint start to show up.
Peratt into the lane. Nice move looking for the runner. It is no good. You know, one thing to think about, we haven't really talked about it much here in the fourth quarter, fatigue. You know, I think it has continued to play a bigger and bigger role as the game has gone on. Now we get here in the fourth quarter. Jackson Lumen Christi a little bit deeper as well, possibly, too. Just some more bodies out there.
Yes.
I think they got 15 on their team, the biggest roster that I have seen for a varsity squad this year covering any game. Seiler looks to trigger the inbounds pass. Want to get it into Peratt. It's knocked away. Good hustle from Lumen Christi. You get those bench guys in there. They still continue to play. McDonald showing his athleticism as he goes up to block the shot from Wes Learned. He'll be heading to the free throw line.
Joe wasn't going to let that happen.
No, he was not. 60-41 the score. 40.7 seconds left to go in our ball game. Great effort tonight here from the Irish. Mentioned on the heels of a back-to-back. They're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. Lumen Christi will improve to 13-1 on the year. And here's kind of a fun stat for you. Sacred Heart's 2 losses are to the number 2 team and the number 1 team in Division 3, as Maple City Glen Lake is now ranked number 1 in Division 3.
Wow.
So if you got 2 scratches to have, not bad losses to have. Free throw, second one is up and good. Racing into the front court. Peratt's open in the corner. He's going to take the three. Hustling back and blocking it is Learned. Again, great hustle from him. Give the sophomore credit. He's coming in and getting the minutes he's getting. When you're a coach, you're up 21. You see a guy hustling like that. It's not something you are going to forget. Joe McDonald will inbound it. Goes into Peratt. Peratt crossover dribble. Tries to create some space. Out to Seiler it goes. He now takes it into the lane. Puts up the left-handed floater. No good. There for the rebound is Peratt. Looks for the putback. He's going to draw another foul. The effort of Grady Peratt, it's always going to be there. When I talked with Coach Sherlock and, you know, what does he bring to the table? He said he is a professional high school athlete.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really good way to describe it because he's just even-keeled, calm and steady. And you talk about somebody who's just a nice darn kid. Mr. Grady Peratt, ladies and gentlemen, I'll say
100%.
that.
I had the pleasure of coaching our kids, including Grady, even back to Little League, and just watched him grow as a young man. And just a phenomenal individual.
18 seconds left to go in the ball game. Jackson Lumen Christi bringing it down here in the front court, looking for the up and under shot, and it's up and good. Get everything going Lumen Christi's way here in the fourth quarter. Hacker wants to go coast to coast. It's knocked away from him. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That will do it. Our final 64-42. A great effort from the Irish in the fourth quarter, but Lumen Christi proves to just be a little too much for this Irish team, I'll say, on the heels of a back-to-back. But the good news to go around, a winner are the Sacred Heart Academy girls over St. Charles. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with your Bird All-American Grill post-game show right after this to put a bow on it.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years. Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning has been family-owned and serving mid-Michigan since 1962. They're dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning is locally owned and supports our local community. For all of your heating and air conditioning needs, call Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning at 989-772-2881. For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric.
Let's
and
head back
go
to the action
Aggies
on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Much love going out to my friends at Block Electric. So I might have cut them off a little bit short in the Beale City Sports Boosters auction happening tomorrow, 6 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus in Beale City. Mike Verlager, Chris Botman back real quick to put a bow on this one of the Bird All-American Girl post-game show. 64-42. We said it a few times. We'll say it the next couple weeks when people ask us about this game. This game's played tomorrow on a Saturday. I think it's a much different outcome. Irish probably about 10-12% from 3 tonight, which is very, very low for them.
Definitely an off night for them, which you don't see a lot of. Even in the Maple Lake game, a very competitive game. They take them to overtime with a guy that scores 49 points, and they still go to overtime. This game, it just looked like with last night's game going back-to-back, very tough to come in and then to come in the second night and play the number 1 team in a state. Very, very, very difficult to do, and you could see that from a physical standpoint, it definitely took a toll.
Yep, and with the long ride, we'll save Zade's songs for next week. But shout out Batchelder Baller of the game to Ashton Callan for Jackson Lumen Christi, 20 points, big first half for the freshman. But our Zade Batchelder Baller of the game brought to you by our friends at Weefridge Financial. Grady Perrett, I believe he ended the night with 17 points, and you wouldn't have known he was down by 20 in that fourth quarter. He was out there battling like it was a 2-point game. He just had to get to the free throw line.
He was there 100% all night, just driving, doing what he could to keep the nose above the water line.
Yep. Our final here tonight, 64-42. Make sure you check things out on Facebook and MidMichiganSportsNetwork.com. Sunday and Monday, we'll let you know exactly what is coming up next week. But as we gear towards February, we're really going to pick up the basketball coverage here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network as we roll towards those MHSAA playoffs. For Mike Verlager, Chris Bachman, my main man Adam Gursky, relaxing at home tonight. 64-42 the final. The Irish boys fall to 12-2 on the season, but their 2 losses, the top 2 ranked teams, the next division up. Still bright things ahead for this Irish basketball team.